Stop life, heart cravings. Stop life, heart cravings.
Good morning, all you cool cats and kittens out there. It is me, Maddie May, with another day. So this is the outfit. This is the shirt. These are the pants. I had an old friend buy these for me, and they fit here, but they're a little big here on the thighs, but that's okay. We are gonna go to the vet today. Nothing's wrong. Nothing's wrong. But lady has her last checkup before she gets her girl parts removed. And I thought I would just come on here and give you guys a little introduction, and also, I don't know how many of you guys know this, but in a totally different life, not like a literal different life, but in a different life, I actually worked at a veterinarian hospital. Not only did I work at a veterinarian hospital, but I got my certification in surgery operations. I loved it. I loved surgery. I had a doctor, shout out Dr. Kim in Arkansas. I don't know if she's still practicing anymore, but she kind of took me under her wing. I worked at a clinic. I worked at 2 sister clinics, and Dr. Miller, Dr. Kim, she was originally a chemist for like 20 something years, and then she decided to go into veterinarian medicine. And she kind of took care of me in a sense. I have cat hair all over my nose now. I worked, and the owner's brother at the time, Clint, worked there, and he was the manager. And Clint knew I was dancing on the weekends to make extra money, and he was highly sexualizing me, putting his hand on the lower of my back, like the lower of my back, texting me at like 3 in the morning. I wish I still had that phone. He was texting me at like 3 in the morning, being like, you can call in tomorrow and I'll write off on it if you just like come over and let's play Willy Wonka. No. Fire. I think this is my favorite flavor. What is this? Electric Vibe. Sparkling Tropical Freeze. So definitely I was getting sexualized and stuff like that. And then finally one girl mentioned it. Not to like everybody, but she mentioned it. And I was like, oh, well, Clint's doing this to me. She's like, wait, he's doing that to you? I was like, yeah, he's messaging me this kind of stuff. So I actually almost sued the company, but I liked Dr. Miller, so I didn't. So Clint got fired. He was forced to give me an apology in front of Dr. Miller. And she fucking ate that shit. She fucking ate that shit. She did not let him get away with what he was doing and saying to me, because I had proof. But once again, because of the jobs that some of us do, people automatically assume we're lying, or we're dramatic, or we're wrong. I'm dramatic, but not in that kind of sense, okay? Let's get that right. Let's get that right. But after that, I had like the best time working at that job. I would love to still work in veterinary medicine, but it just doesn't make the money that I want, unfortunately. And they had issues with my tattoos because it was in Arkansas. They had beef with my tattoos. And the other owner, was wanting me to wear like turtlenecks and shit like that because of my tattoo. And I'm like, I'm not doing that. But shout out to him as well. Shout out to Dr. Hale. So there was 2 clinics. I bounced between both of them. I specialized with Dr. Miller and I specialized with Dr. Hale. And Dr. Hale is actually the one that saved baby girl for me for free because I worked for him before. He was very kind. He was very, very smart, very kind, very apologetic about his brother being a pervert. Tried to have me sign an NDA. I said no. I should have signed the NDA, or I should have sued them, not signed the NDA. I did not sign an NDA, but I should have sued them, and I chose not to because I wanted the job. I should have taken the check. I should have taken the check. But it's fine. I learned so much. So we are gonna go to the vet and get Lady her last little checkup. So
ready to go?
It means I have a purpose. It's a little thing to do. At least you're being honest.
Let's go.
Or maybe I'm too fragile. Or maybe you're too mean. I've never been real good at deciphering things. Let's let's let fate decide as we go to yours.
I don't know if you can hear her, but I can hear her.
Idea, but a real good time. Oh, and I'd be lying if I said I didn't love it, 'cause I do. One couple minutes out from relapsing into you. Oh, fuck
Yeah.
it,
I love your nails too. Oh,
baby.
when I worked at the clinic, I said the same thing. Yeah, we'll get back to your therapy.
You and you mean we don't have to get into what that says about me. Oh, shut it, baby. I love it. I love it. I love it. I could tell you the truth, but first you gotta learn it. Don't gotta last the moon. Just tell me that I'm perfect. Oh, maybe I'm too
You don't like the
easy,
cars?
but maybe you're too
Hello,
hard.
kitties. So I think we should go have a little decompress sesh. And I think we should do it in the hot tub. It feels great. It's overcast. It's not hot. And there's no humidity. It's like a perfect freaking temperature. So let's go decompress and get it.
I'm a couple minutes out from relapsing into you. Oh, fuck it, baby. I love it. I love it. I love
What is
it.
up?
I love it when we fight, and I like it when you're mean. We don't have to get into
Nice. What is up with you cats and kittens out there? It's me, Granny May, and we are going to chat. I have had so many people over the last 2 years ask me if I've retired. If you know, you know. You don't know, you don't need to know. It's okay. And the answer to that question is yes, I am retired. I still have my own site that I do, but I now focus on myself in like a really selfish way, I guess. But I wanted more peace, and like I had some issues that happened in the industry. Like I joined when I was 25. I was in the process of getting divorced. I was chill with it. Didn't divorce because of that. And I was with an agency that maybe I was with an agency. Sorry, I was texting my friend about Love Island, but you know why I retired. So I started with an agent where the agency is no longer active anymore because there was a lot of things that were going on that were wrong. He was recording people and zooming into bathrooms. When I joined, he was manipulating his power in the sense of for adult favors, he would get you more work, which is not how it works. It's not how it works at all. So I had that, and that had a lot underneath it. He didn't like that I had my own voice, which is fine. Totally fine. So he's no longer there, and then I had an issue with one of the largest companies in the game with their skin in it. And my issue with them, it led to a lawsuit that I had to drop because it was met with either we continue this and we get you blacklisted from the industry, or you can keep your job and drop the lawsuit. So at the time, I really wanted to make a name for myself because I had already put myself on the internet, and I didn't want that to be for nothing, you know, because I can't take it back ever. I can never take it back. So if I already put some of it on there, I figured, why not make it, just continue the career. And I had a great career. Don't get me wrong. I had a great career. I met a lot of great people. I'm not angry at it. I just had, and I'm not bitter. I'm not bitter towards the industry at all. There are unfortunate situations in any type of job. I got sexually harassed at the veterinarian clinic I worked at. Like, it doesn't matter where you are, it's always going to happen. So I don't have any ill will towards the industry. But for me, I noticed that it wasn't a burnt out feeling. I had a realization one day where I realized in that moment, sitting on the couch in full glam, that I didn't love it anymore. Do I love making my own stuff? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, 10 out of 10 recommend. 10 out of 10 would recommend. I love making my own stuff. I'm still making my own stuff. Shout out to the people that I like to work with. But I realized I didn't feel valued. I didn't feel heard. And when I say I didn't feel valued, it wasn't anything that the companies were doing or the people on set. Nothing like that. I didn't feel valued in the sense of creative freedom, which I like having that now. Like, I like being able to do what I want, when I want, how I want, with the scenery that I want. And that was it. You know, I had that realization that I didn't want to be there on set. Like, if it was just for content, sure. And since I had that feeling, I didn't want to be somewhere that intimate of a job, with that intimate type of nature, with that mindset. I didn't feel like that was right. I felt like that was like the whole gay for pay thing that happens, or they just do it to do it. I didn't want to be a person that just did it to do it. Did it to did it. I didn't want to do it to do it. And so I stepped back and I started to feel more of myself again. Don't do that. She almost went for the camera. Because I started as a dancer, right? And then and then I went to camming, and then I went to this. So like, having that freedom made me happy. It made me really happy. And I feel happy again. I feel at peace. Do I get bored sometimes? Absolutely. But that's why I picked up a farm. That's why I'm going to get like a horse. I'm looking, there's a few prospects. But yeah, I have retired. I don't have any intent of going back. I did go to XBiz Awards this year. And it was because there was a late release and I was nominated. And I had a friend that always wanted to see what it was like, so I brought her along with, and we had a menage a trois, which was fun. And yeah, I liked that. I liked seeing the people intermittently, if that makes sense. It makes it feel like, I don't know, it's like seeing a friend that you haven't seen in a long time versus seeing each other constantly, which was fine, but I didn't want to do it anymore, and I don't want to do it anymore. And I don't like the cat and mouse game. I don't like the fact that, yes, we're friends. Yes, we're doing this all together and working together, but we're also competing against each other. And it's not a competition, but it still is a competition. But it's not a competition, but it still is a competition. It's like this really weird dynamic. And throughout my last relationship, as abusive as it was, I make this really dark joke all the time that last relationship knocked some sense into me that I needed. And I don't know. I don't want to be competitive. You know, I also don't want to compare myself to other people or over fixate on my stretch marks or over fixate on what my scale says. Like, I didn't want to have to focus on that anymore. Like, I stopped getting lip filler. I stopped getting Botox. And if I age, I age. You know, I'm not mad at it. I want it to be slow. Like, make it slow. I'm aging well so far. Like, let's just keep that part going. But I lived in LA for 4 years, 4.5 years. And yeah, I just didn't see myself there anymore. And I don't want to be somewhere that, like, doing that job and being in the middle of it and just being like, oh, done yet? That's not cool. So yes, I have retired. I have no hate to the industry. I love what it allowed me to become, and I love the lessons that it has taught me. And I love and adore the people that I met, even if I'm not friends with them anymore. Like, every single person there brought a lesson or a purpose to my life, and I'm grateful for that. I'm very grateful for that. I'm just a small town girl from Arkansas, and I didn't have that experience in my life. So, yeah. Now I'm just going to be a YouTuber and a video gamer and content creator. I'm okay with that. So, I will enjoy this hot tub. And I will talk to you cats and kittens later.